When I look at enrollment, I'm looking at enrolling the entire family, not just a kiddo. So when a family comes through the door, we start with, of course, showing the center, talking about what services we provide, but part of that is also doing a needs assessment, finding out where that family is now, what other things they might have going on with their life, how we can help them, if they're able to qualify for a scholarship with us, and then just seeing what other referrals are out there. Like when a family were to come up and say, you know, I really can't afford this month, so I might be pulling the child out. We do everything that we can to look at their budget, look at what other bills they have, and say, okay, well, you know what, we might not be able to find any additional services for childcare this week, but we know that there's referrals for these 3 things, so you can kind of get maybe help from rent assistance or something like that this particular month because this one thing kind of popped up and interrupted your regular bill cycle. Your child's able to stay enrolled. And then what we've seen with being able to provide those referrals and really work with families is that they stay longer. We're seeing benefits with the kiddos as far as their assessment scores because they're with us longer.
Jax has been here ever since he was 13 months old. The first doctor was actually pretty harsh when he diagnosed him. He told me that he would never speak, that he would never have any friends, he would never go to college, he would never play sports. So I went and I got a second opinion, and it was confirmed that he had autism. But this doctor is a little bit more hopeful, and he's actually the one who recommended the Counselor Center. They've done a lot for Jax. Like, he has plenty of friends. He hangs out with all the kids. Right, I'm looking at him out the window right now. He's in there playing with a group of kids right now.
I was born with cerebral palsy back in 1948. The doctors told my parents to place me into an institution. They chose not to do that. I was very fortunate to have a preschool that I could go to, like the Dick Hauser Center. I never felt different because I was always part of the gang.
For our parents, who a lot of them are low to middle income, who may have hourly jobs and don't have vacation time and a ton of sick time to take off to go to a lot of doctor's appointments, it's a huge benefit having the therapist right on site to not only provide services for the kids, but then also bridge that gap with the teachers of, okay, now I've done my 1-hour session with this kiddo, and that therapist can come in there and really show them this is what you're looking for. When you see this behavior, this is what we're working on, and bring the parent into it. So it's an entire, like it's a very holistic approach. So everyone's on the same page, using the same techniques, and the kid's getting that same message.
He's occupational, speech, and physical therapy. He's received all of that through the Dick Hauser Center. They've done a lot for Jax. Even the past couple of months, his speech is every day I'm amazed. Like, you just said what? Like, he's doing great.
Jeremiah was diagnosed with autism. He had a lot of communication issues. He wouldn't talk. I wouldn't look people in the eyes. As he closed in on like 18 months, he started regressing. He stopped saying anything, and he started with this humming noise. That's all we could get him to do was just hum. That's all he did all the time. When he was first diagnosed, it was getting bad. I didn't know about Dick Hauser. I actually learned about it from someone over at where I was taking Jeremiah originally, where they told me, it's like, yeah, we have kids that have some issues. Just bring him by and we'll see what we can do. And it lasted 4 days before they told me I couldn't bring him back. He had meltdowns. The structure that they were trying to fit him into, he couldn't get himself together. And when I say that he was there for 4 days, I should qualify that by saying there was only 2 full days and 2 half days.
You know, I get a lot of calls and feedback from parents that before they came here, they weren't able to find this service at another center, or that their child has been even, expelled from other centers because they just weren't able to handle that kiddo.
I called, got set up with Miss Kim. Miss Kim had me over for an interview that afternoon, and he started the next day. So he was here for 2 years. He progressed very well here. Miss Amy was his first teacher, and he fell in love with her. I did too. Miss Amy was great. She was really patient with him. He talked about her for the longest time. Miss Amy he was always talking about her.
Yeah, I had Jeremiah. Jeremiah, he was my first baby, his first day was extremely hard. With patience and time and just persistence and routine, he eventually caught on, and each day got better than the first day.
All the help that I had as a small child helped me go through regular school, junior college, Florida State, and then I was able to go on to be a strong advocate as a professional for individuals with disabilities.
But then all the teachers are great. Like, I know everybody when I walk in. They all know Jackson. I've talked with them all the time. Every day I probably have at least like a 30-minute conversation at the beginning or end of the day. They always tell me about his progress and things he did. They have photo albums on their phone of Jackson. They love him. They're great here. They really are.
Right now he is attending Roberts Elementary. He is on par with kindergarten. He's getting great grades, which I'm just thrilled about. He's starting to learn how to read. He's actually starting to be able to communicate ideas a lot better. You know, and he's doing so well. I couldn't be more proud of him.